You can take pictures. I just asked, like I said, if everyone just stays seated, I'll come around, I'll get closer to everybody. You can take pictures, she's fine. This is her night job. So that's Emmy. So Emmy is a female. The way I can tell it's a female is she's large. Males don't get this big. Females are about 2/3 bigger than a male. So as a falconer, I generally want, or most falconers prefer females because they're larger. They'll go for more. If this was a male red tail, like for example, a friend of mine has a male red tail, will not go for squirrels. No matter what he does, will not chase a squirrel. Their feet are too small.
We have one that comes. We have one that comes in our yard. He's been here twice. Last year we had one with a broken wing. I tried to catch her, but she jumped over the fence, and I went around the block, and I couldn't find her. I was going to call the rescue.
Yeah, no, that's happened sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the males don't have the big feet, so they're not going to go for the squirrels. The females will. Males will go for rabbits and things like that. And you can see the size of those talons. You've got her beak here. You can see when I do that, see her nictitating membrane that covers her eyes. That helps protect her when she crashes into the brush and does all that kind of stuff. When I touch her beak, she kind of blinks.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever want to get her a partner?
No, so once they breed, they become super aggressive and nasty, and that's another whole length of permits. And actually, I don't believe you're allowed to breed the red tails for falconry. So the thing is, so like if I were to trap, let's say I could trap a goshawk from the wild. They're just not around here. I'd have to go upstate and it would take a lot of look. But you trap a young one from a nest, and you get them to imprint on you. You can't do that with red tails, because if you have them imprint on you, now you're a red tail, you're a red tail, you're a red tail. They don't like each other, which means they become dangerous. Like taking a passage bird, they already know, you're all people. That's a hawk that goes by, so they know the difference. One thing I mentioned too earlier about having to trap a bird as opposed to buy one. The other reason for this, again, if I'm doing anything wrong at any time, my sponsor says, you know what, you're not qualified, you go, I let it go. What if I bought a bird? Now what do? I can't let it go. Those birds that you buy, you have to teach them how to hunt. You have to teach them everything. If it gets away from you, at least it'll survive, or at least have a chance to survive. A lot of falconers, after a year with the bird, let it go. At the end of the season, they fatten it up and say bye-bye, and they let it go.
Does she like being?
She tolerates it.
Yeah.
She tolerates it. For me.
Yeah,
You, yeah, she's like, what are you doing? I don't like this.
I was
Because
just
again,
wondering if she likes the handling, you know, the petting as a dog would.
no, because keep in mind they're not social. So a dog is a pack animal. They lay with each other. They clean each other. They don't do that. All they do together, mate, raise young. That's it. Once that's over, they go on their own way. Osprey, for example, Osprey should be back any day now. They show up by mid-March. But when they leave in September, they go to my next South America, Amazon. The male goes one direction, and the female goes a different direction. They don't see each other until March, when the male shows up, and about 2 weeks later, the female shows up. And all they do is they reproduce, they do their thing, and they go back to the same way. That's probably why they last as long.
Oh, wow, easy divorce.
I'm sorry?
Is there turkey vultures here?
There's actually quite a few turkey vultures here.
Okay, because I thought.
They weren't always here. 10 years ago, you never saw them, which is odd because they're all over North America. They just weren't on Long Island. They were in Staten Island. For whatever reason, they moved this way. Maybe a storm pushed a few over and they've stayed. I don't know enough about them. Maybe they don't like to cross water. There are some animals that won't cross water. But they're around. You get turkey vultures, occasionally black vulture, but mostly turkeys.
Yeah, this was a very dark bird. I couldn't.
If it's soaring and it's got silver under its wings, it's a vulture.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make her pose. This is her money shot. There we go. Camera's up, ready?
Oh,